Hey guys, it's Charlie, and today is day 14 of my 30 videos in 30 days of working, teaching, and living abroad. Today's video is a subscriber question, and it's about if it is possible to teach other languages other than English abroad. So my answer is yes, it is possible to teach languages other than English abroad, but it all depends on where you're going and if there is a demand for that language. So that's the unfortunate part, is that the most popular language that people really are striving to learn right now is English abroad, and that's where most English teachers come into play, and that's why being an English teacher abroad is so popular, is because it is the language that most people are seeking out abroad. However, while there is a big demand for English teachers, you can find positions for other languages. And you have to think about what language it is you're trying to teach. For example, if you're looking to become a Spanish teacher, that's a lot easier to find a job than, let's say, Dutch or something like that, where not many people are trying to learn Dutch for a long-term, business or anything like that. Or, maybe Chinese is something that more people are trying to learn compared to, some other language where it's not so common to speak. So you have to consider the language that you're trying to teach and what the demand is. So I'm going to give you a few ideas on how it is possible to teach those jobs. The unfortunate thing is, because it's not a big demand to teach other languages or learn other languages abroad, and find teaching jobs for these languages, you can find a job, but the unfortunate thing is that there aren't really any main websites for these languages, or for like one specific website for a wide variety of languages. And that would be really cool to find those. And as I find other websites, I will be posting videos. I have a few on teaching, for example, in Japan, or working in Japan for other jobs. I'll be doing some videos, separate videos on that. Please don't email me or message me, hey, give me the website. I will post it, don't worry. It'll probably be after my 30 videos. But I have some videos for Japan, some websites for Japan, for other jobs other than English teachers. I also will have a video up on teaching Spanish abroad and things like that. As I find the information, I will be posting it, so I really am looking forward to sharing a lot of information with you guys. One tip that I can give for sure is to try and look into doing private lessons, and this will go into trying to do freelance work. So this is something where you're not going to be working with a specific company, but more so doing your own work and doing your own networking. Networking is really important. Finding people who are interested in the language and, trying to connect with them and making some type of one-on-one, maybe private lessons with them, and building a group of people who are interested in that language. Finding community websites is another tip that I would have. For example, in the US, we use Craigslist a lot, and I know that people have this notion about Craigslist and other online websites, but I have found a lot of good jobs abroad, private lessons or private exchanges, where I can maybe exchange English for learning another language or things like that. You can find the public website that people use in that country. Let's say you're looking to go to France. Contact someone from France, or do a Google search on France and what type of community website they use, whether it's to exchange things, to purchase things, or for news. What type of classified ad websites do they have where you can post on that website for your business or for your teaching, language teaching, for that specific language. Those are really good websites to use. Another idea is in the similar realm of freelance, and that is contacting companies. You can contact companies and see if they're interested in learning that specific language. Like I said, the lesser known and lesser used that language, the less likely you're going to find a good job or connection to teach that language and to make money. So really do your best to try and look into where the language you're looking for is needed. Another tip that I have has to do with networking, and that is to make business cards. Business cards are really good to make because as you meet people, you can give them a business card. It can say on the back or the front what language you speak or what language you can teach, and from there you can further, network with people. When you have a business card and it says what you can do, people are more likely to save it and say, maybe I have a friend, they can pass it on. Business cards are really do come in handy when you really need them and when you're meeting people and networking. So that's a really good idea to do when you're teaching a language that is lesser known. When you meet people, you never know who you're going to come across, and having your information available and on hand is really necessary. Another tip that I have is looking into working on a military base, and this is going to call for you to have your teaching license. So what I would recommend is looking into getting your teaching license, which will help for you to work on a military base, and it also opens doors for other jobs abroad. I mentioned this in a video before, and I'll link it in the description box, where I met a teacher in Japan. Well, I didn't meet her in Japan, but I met her on the airplane, and she's a teacher in Japan, and she's a Spanish teacher. She's from Mexico, and she teaches and lives in Japan, teaching Spanish, not English, Spanish on the military base. Now, one thing is the military bases do give priority to people who are in the military and who are teachers, but you can find jobs as civilians on military bases. But they do require that you have your teaching license. So look into doing that, because you can find jobs abroad in all sorts of countries on military bases teaching whatever language it is that you might speak. So yeah, it all depends on demand. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like this video if it was informational. If you can, please share the video, and thank you guys for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.